6:37, and we'll call this meeting of the Highland Park Planning Board to order. This meeting is called to order in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice of this meeting was provided to the Home News Tribune, the Star Ledger, and the Highland Park Planet on February 3rd, 2025, and was posted on the Borough website at www.hpborough.com and on the bulletin board at Borough Hall, 221 South Fifth Avenue, Highland Park, New Jersey, and has remained continuously posted as required by law. Fire exits are to the left and right, and as always, please remember to speak into the microphone. Okay, please take a roll call, please.
Miss Ham?
Yes.
Mr. Brusher? Mr. Chin?
Here.
Miss Adhazi? Mr. Hale?
Here.
Mr. Hope?
Here.
Mr. Leonard?
Here.
Mr. Malay?
Here.
Mr. Perlman?
Here.
Mr. Stern Cardinal?
Here.
Mr. Williams?
Here.
Mr. Professional, right?
Yep, go ahead.
Mr. Thomas?
He's not joining us this evening.
Mr. Cosenza?
Neither is he.
Mr. Koch?
I didn't get the message.
And Scott's not joining us either. Okay, and so if everyone could please stand, we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all. All right, so I appreciate all our board members coming out for our meeting, even if our professionals didn't feel like joining us this evening. So that being said, our first item on the agenda is review and hopefully approval of our February 13th, 2025 minutes. Oh, but before we get into that, I want to welcome Ken to our board, who's over here in courageous spot. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so looking at our February 13th, 2025 draft minutes, I'll take any comments for corrections or really comments from the board members. Anybody? Go ahead.
There's a bunch of non-substantive things in there. Lack of a period, lack of a capital. I suggest that I go by and see Maureen tomorrow and go get it done.
I agree with that. There are a couple of, there's a few typos I had as well. On page 3 in the 3rd paragraph, this isn't a typo so much as I guess the fixing of the sentence. It's the 4th sentence in the 3rd paragraph. It says the first is a Google map that shows each photo of the first that the photo was obtained. I think that means to say that shows the location from which each photo was taken or something similar. And then in line 13 on that paragraph, there's an extra is. On line 21, it says 40 Sears instead of 40 seats. I'll just keep going with my notes. Anyone else has got more notes can jump in. On page 4, line 8 from the top, it says presents with an S earlier. It's presented with an ED. And then 1, 2, 3, 4th paragraph down, again, it says 40 searing places instead of seating places. I'll give you my highlights. It's okay. No. And then on page 7, at the end of the first paragraph, it says from 40 seats for the restaurants to 80 seats for the building. It should be 40 seats for the restaurant. So each restaurant will have 40 seats. So it's a singular, not a plural. So those were my finicky comments about the February 13th meeting notes, and any additional grammatical modifications Alan can propose, I think we can all agree would be more than sufficient. So if anyone has anything else. Anyone? Yes.
So I recuse myself, but then in the voting, I think technically I abstained from voting as opposed to not being listed to vote.
Very good.
So
Okay, so we will switch Matt to abstained on the vote. Okay, anything else? Speak now. All right, other than that, I will solicit a motion to approve the minutes as amended and as will be further amended by Alan's recommendations as to grammar and punctuation and so forth.
Approved.
Motion, is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alan. We'll take a roll call, please.
Mr. Chin,
Yes.
Mr. Hale,
Yes.
Mr. Ho,
Yay.
Mr. Lenares.
Yes.
Mr. Malay,
Yes.
Mr. Perlman,
I wasn't at the February meeting, so I'm going to abstain.
okay. Mr. Stern Cardinal,
Yes.
Mr. Williams,
Yes.
Ms. Hand.
Yes. Okay,
Where I think Mr. Holt has abstained as well.
I was just about to say,
Yeah.
we're gonna also make a little note here that Mr. Ho, I don't think you were with us at that meeting either, so we're gonna just shift your vote to.
I am saddened by this decision.
All right.
Taking notes.
See, this is what we're here for. This is why we gather. All right. Next up, we have memorialization of resolutions, and we have before us resolution number P2025-02. Memorialization of the action we took at our last meeting, designating block 1704 lots 43, 46, and 49 as areas in need of redevelopment with condemnation. With that, I will make a comment on, I'll make a first comment about the proposed resolution on page 2. Poor Chris has been butchered. His name is Christopher with an H, not Christopher, and the firm name is Looney Rick's Kiss with a K, not an R. And then as technicality on page 3 at the top, there's the word apart as a singular, but I think in the context of that sentence, it should be a space part, as in a part of. The top of page 3. Okay, so with that, and are there any comments by any members of the board on the language of the proposed resolution?
Page 4, where it says Milagro versus Township of West Orange, is that a standard reference?
It is the correct, I can't verify as we sit here that that's the correct citation to it, but that is a correct formatting of a citation to case.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Anyone else? Yes. Go ahead. Ken.
Though I was not here last time, I do note that on page 3, in the second full paragraph, I believe that's the third full sentence, it says he knows that borough owns lots 42, 43. I think that's an error, that the borough does not own lot 43.
Wait, you say page 3?
Yeah, page 3.
Very bottom of page 3.
Oh, okay, I was at the top. Okay.
Second line up.
43 is the classic communities building, I believe.
Yes, that is definitely correct. So we should remove 43 from that list. Good catch. Did you have something else?
Do we want to use the word litter rubbish in the middle of the page?
Oh, yes. So there's the word rubbish in the middle of the page, which while not technically incorrect, is probably not the word that was actually meant to be there. You have a suggestion for a replacement?
Rubbish.
Rubbish. There we go. Rubbish or debris, but we can go with rubbish instead of rubbish.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, that's right. That's fine. Anything else? Last call? All right, with that, I'll solicit a motion to approve the language of the resolution of memorialization.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, can we take a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Chin,
Yes.
Mr. Hale,
Yes.
Mr. Ho, abstaining.
Abstain.
Mr.
Yeah, I
Linares,
think I abstain on this one.
Mr. Malay,
Yes.
Mr. Perlman,
Yes.
Mr. Stern Cardinal,
Yes.
Mr. Williams,
Yes.
Ms. Hand.
Yes. Okay. Next up, we would ask our zoning building officer, but he chose not to come tonight. Does anyone on the board have any discussions in any prior matters or anything else they want to talk about tonight? Anybody? Okay, with that, I'll open up the meeting to members of the public, none of whom came in person tonight, shocking. Anyone at home want to play along? No, nobody at home? All right, then with that, I will close the public comment portion of our meeting. And last chance, y'all came out, nothing else you want to do? All right, I'll solicit a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Shortest meeting I think we've ever had. Thank you so much, everybody. I always appreciate it.
Welcome aboard.